whatever you're doing right now, whether you're sitting at your computer or on your cell phone, tablet, what have you, just kick back, relax, take a walk with me. Listen to the sounds of the night as we stroll through this part of town. Imagine, if you will, got your sweatshirt on, hoodie, whatever you want to call it. Temperature's pretty mild. No real wind. Not very breezy. The block wall to our right emits a gentle heat, letting off the residual thermal energy it's held throughout most of the day. It's after dark, but you can still feel the warmth. You walk under the gentle glow of street lights. And once they're out of their reach, you dip into the shadows, only to later be covered again by the light of the next street lamp. It's a nice slow cycle from light to dark and then back again. You hear the sounds of the city from every direction. Train miles away behind us. Crickets around, singing their songs in the night. The occasional car passing by. People going about their nightly business. Now with a wide open field to our right, we no longer have the comfort of the warmth of the block walls. You feel a refreshing chill wash over you. Soothing. Passing by some shrubs, flowers blooming, crickets chirping from their greenery home. We duck down slightly to miss the branches of the trees. So, what's been on your mind lately? Just take some time Really think about that. Take this time to just kick back and just really take in your thoughts. Internalize really take that question to heart. What has been on your mind lately? Really think about it. Once you figure out what has been on your mind, try determining why it has been on your mind. Once you've decided what it is and why, then move on to deciding whether or not this thought of yours is benefiting you, or if it is harming you. If it is benefiting you, excellent. Think to yourself how it is benefiting you, and also think to yourself how you can really amplify these beneficial aspects. Is there a way you can utilize these benefits by thinking other similar thoughts? Really harness the potential that these thoughts hold. And on the other hand, if these thoughts you've been fixated on are harming you, how can you go about resolving the issues? And how, or rather, what type of solutions do you have to solve these issues? What are your options to solving these issues? There are always various options. It's one of the beautiful things about life, is the number of options we have when it comes to every single choice we make, down to the most minute detail. It's really quite amazing if you stop and think of how you got where you're at right now. If you think of the things that brought you there, think of all the choices you've made and what their consequences were, good or bad. The word consequences does not inherently mean something negative. There are most definitely good consequences to be experienced. Taking a walk at midnight, for example. Most people, at least most people that I know, probably would not think that going out and taking a walk at midnight would yield too many benefits. I beg to differ. There are many benefits to going out into the night and experiencing things from a different point of view. You get to see the world when most others have tucked in for the night. You get to enjoy the fragrance of flowers without having them being masked by the smog of daily traffic, since the night air has cooled down and most of these harsh chemicals have settled out. You get to feel the cool breeze against your skin. You get to look up. To look up and see a vast array of stars shining down, all for you. You get to hear things like people being more obnoxious than they would normally be. The sounds of different species of birds that normally would not be out. Empty parking lots with nothing more than a single stray cat sitting in the middle, staring you down. It's really quite interesting, the differences between night and day when you actually go out to experience them. Mixed scent of pine along with the floral smell of whatever bush that was. So many various types of flowering plants. It's really quite amazing. I doubt I'd ever really get the hang of it, but I sure do enjoy the smells. Really, to me, that's what matters. As long as you're having fun. As long as you're enjoying things. That is the important part. Speaking of enjoying things, or rather, things not being enjoyed, friend of mine recently decided that the job he's been working for the past 8 years really is not something he has passion for. I can't say I blame him. I spent 6 years at the same place and decided I wanted out. When it comes to work, careers, jobs, whatever name you want to place on it, it's really an interesting thing. I think there's a lot of people out there that I would almost say feel trapped, feel obligated to continue doing something they have no pleasure in doing, simply because it is what's expected of them, or rather, it is what they believe is expected of them. Now, keep in mind, I'm not advocating simply just up and quitting your job. That would be a rather hasty decision to make. And that's the last thing I want, is to be some sort of sporadic, negative influence on anyone. If anything, take this moment I'm giving you and just think about it. Just take it as a small seed I'm planting in your mind. And with any luck, you can nurture the seed, care for it, water it, and perhaps it will grow. Now then, in regards to having passion for something versus your current career path, or what you anticipate may be your current career path, depending on your age, of course, or your social position, wherever you're at. To me, it's almost mind-boggling how many people get comfortable doing something they loathe. There's a hawk somewhere around here. But I've seen people working at a job, and they've been there 20 plus years. They have no passion for the work they do. They really don't have any motivation to create quality work, I suppose, other than the motivation of keeping their job. Yet they continue to do the same thing day in and day out. I mean, is that really what we're here for? I mean, I would like to think there's something more to that, or more to life, I suppose, than simply making a CEO somewhere filthy rich. But it's astounding to me. I don't know if any of you have seen anything like that or witnessed anything like that, but I certainly have, and it blows me away. I mean, if we take some time and get out and experience a wide variety of things, I think we'd be better off at learning what we truly enjoy doing. And that's not something I really see happening. Here in the US, you come fresh out of high school, and all through high school, at least what I was getting from it, they're continuously pounding it into your brain that essentially you're going to be working for someone. And sure, there are entrepreneurial directions you can go, but for the most part, schooling here in the States, to me, seemed like one giant training exercise on how to follow orders, how to do what you're told, how to respect authority figures, regardless of whether you have any respect for them or not. See, to me, respect is something that is earned. It is not merely handed out. If I respect someone, odds are likely that I will have very little problems working under their command. That's simply my mentality, I guess. If I do not hold a strong enough level of respect for someone, if they have not earned it in my mind, then I will probably be more hesitant to do what I'm instructed to do by them. And you could have two completely different people. One I have respect for, and one I don't. They could tell me to do the exact same task. Doesn't matter what the task is. Chances are, I may not perform the task for the person I don't respect. Whereas on the other side, I would be happy to perform the task for the person I do. It could be something simple as stapling some papers together. I don't know. Are any of you like that? Or am I the only one? I think if we as a society took more time out and dabbled in a variety of things and learned what we enjoy, what we don't enjoy, if we were given the opportunity to do such a thing, I think is the important part. If we were given that opportunity and really dove into it, I think society as a whole would be a much happier organism. And I say organism because, to me, society pretty much is one big autonomous organism made up of many smaller autonomous organisms. But the more people we have out there that are independent, that are self-starting, motivated individuals, I think the more likely we would be to be in a better situation overall. Rather than pondering, well, where do I want to work? What kind of job do I want to hold? This and that. rather than that, think, how do you want to affect the people around you? How do you want to change the world? I mean, when I say change the world, I don't mean anything major. 'Cause I mean, all of us, we're changing the world every day. Everything we choose to do yields some sort of effect. Some sort of effect on this world. Me taking this walk, leaving footsteps behind me. I'm being seen by the people driving by. And who knows, for all I know, someone driving past could see me walking and think to themselves, hey, you know what? I could use some exercise. I would like to go for a walk when I get home. I mean, it's little things like that you don't necessarily think about, but we are all changing the world. No matter what you do or do not do. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, if more people out there decided, hey, you know what? I like doing this. I like doing that. I'm going to look into this further. And actually going forth, creating goals and pursuing them, regardless if it's something that they feel is going to benefit them financially. Because there's a lot more than just money. I mean, yes, in this society, money, it will go a long way. There's no denying that fact. But true wealth, true satiation of the mind, of the heart, it's not going to come through financial, I guess just a mass of financial goods. I don't know. There was some other word I had in mind, but I can't think of it right now. And take the time. Get out in the world. If you like music, go to a concert. Go to a live music event at your local bar. Assuming you're of legal age to be in a bar. Get with a friend who plays an instrument. Ask if they would let you watch them practice or something. And there's a huge variety. Hell, buy an instrument yourself. Buy a microphone, start singing. Anything. Just go for it. If you find that after time it's not to your liking, no big deal. You never know if you don't try. You never know if you don't try.